All right. So now we are going to talk about calculating and making offers and getting deals under contract. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Zesty offer. Zesty offer is, the Zestimate's 100,000. So let me show you an example. Um, Noreen Lane, Louisville. So we'll put the address in a Zillow. All right, it's 146,000. So that divided by 2 is around like 73,000. So I'd be like, Zesty offer is whenever you give a soft offer of 50 to 60% of the Zestimate. So if it's 147, we would be like, hey, what if we want to do what if so that they can take the offer away. What if we were, able to do, 70 to 80,000. Would that interest you? All this does is gauge their motivation and see where they're at with price. And they're like, no, okay, well, where would you need to be at with price? Can you let me know that much at least? And then you do that with them. The second one is ARV times 0.75% minus repairs minus wholesale fee. So, whenever we're running comps and we find out that the ARV is 140. Okay, so what we're going to do is 140,000 times 0.75 is so 140,000 times 0.75 is 105,000. And whenever I show you how to use the repair calculator, all that stuff, and we find out it's 25,000 in repairs. All right, so it was 105, and then we minus 25 for repairs. But mother, 105 minus 25 equals 80 minus 10,000. That's where our max liable offer wants to be at because we want to make $10,000 off the deal. So if we need to be at 70,000, we're not going to start negotiating there. We're going to start at 55 or 60,000, and then we're going to try to work up from there and meet them in the middle. So that's how we want to be able to do that. And we won't always be accurate with the repairs, but it doesn't matter because if we get the contract low enough, we're going to be able to move it, So then the last one is the 1% rule. Now, this doesn't always work with anybody. I've seen 1 to 1.5% work. So let's say the average rent a month is $800. This is for rental properties. And we usually do this when they're turnkey with a tenant in it. So 800 divided by 0.01 equals 80,000. So that's what a cash buyer that'll pay more than normal, but a lot of cash buyers like 1.5%. So what we can do is 800 53,300 blah 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 blah. And then that will kind of be how we offer based on a rental aspect. So them are just the 3 different kinds of offers that we use and the wholesale. So say the house is perfect, everything is perfect, and the house will sell for 120,000. All right, so what we do is we times that by 0.08. We know we need to take out $9,600 for the agent cost, closing cost, and that's for the agent and the closing cost on both sides, because we're going to pay the sellers and then closing costs whenever we close. So we're at 8%. So 120,000 minus 9,600 equals 110,400. All right. Now we also want to factor in other costs such as private money and holding costs. Let's say it only takes 60 days. 60 days, I mean, we're looking at about $400 a month in holding costs. Just on average, $400 to $500 a month in holding costs. So in 60 days, that'll be $800. Then we want to do a 12% interest for the private money. So right now, let's say that we use private money. So so the private money will be with the purchase price that we use. So we'll calculate that in a minute. So 110,400 minus the 500 minus the 500 for the cost or whatever. So we're at 109,900. And with these, we want to at least have a $30,000 spread if we're going to be buying it and then doing that. So we're going to need 80,000 for that. I wouldn't calculate the private money cost, just because if it's 5 to 10,000 and we do a $30,000 spread, we still have room for error. So that's how you do that. So you'll do the ARV times 0.08 minus $500 a month for holding costs minus at least a $30,000 profit, if not more. And then you go from there. Then we're the 4 different kinds of offers that we use.